this time of year you've been working through some injuries, but just what can it do to have those 5 starters back for this season?
Yeah, it's like, I speak in analogies, man. It's like having a choir and being able to sing or play the right instruments to sing the right song. That's kind of what it is, getting the guys back and having the same group of 5 and 6 and 7. The consistency is what's key. Like when you have an MVP quarterback that's comfortable in his pocket and knows exactly what his left tackle is going to do all the way to his right tackle and everything in between, I just think it's a comfortable feeling for a quarterback, and when it comes down to it, football is all about protecting and affecting the opposing quarterback, and if the quarterback goes to the line comfortable, it's pretty cool.
Shows up with, I was talking to Joe Brady about it. He was saying how there's nonverbal communication. What is that like when you guys don't necessarily need to talk to each other because the chemistry is so deep?
I literally mean it when I said it on that little interview on the sideline. We have our own language. We have our own language. Some people chirp, and I know exactly what a little noise means. If that's the question, but I think to be able to communicate in our own language is key. Because there's 5 guys up there, then you have a swing guy, then you have a backup guy. That's about 7 guys. And for the 7 guys to be able to speak the same language is dope. You could use it in any phase of life. You could be hungry and be like, and he know, yo, look, it's time to go eat. Stuff like that. I think that's cool. I like to dumb down the game, and that's making it easy. Instead of learning plays, you just learn sounds.
One of the starters, one of the backup guys. How does his personality resonate with the rest of the group?
Yeah, Alex a little bulldog, man. He's a little bulldog, and he brings a lot of energy and physicality. You never know what you're gonna get verbally, because he could say something crazy that might just turn everyone up of adrenaline, which is good, but as a player, Alex a consistent player, and I think that for depth on the O-line, that's key, and Alec does that on a daily basis.
Now working some at center, how have you seen him grow, not just being known as the guy who's, as Joe Brady said, an absolute psycho, but a guy who, from a ball standpoint, is so valuable across the line?
Yeah, Alec, the fact that Alec could play any position on the line is cool. Tackle a little lower, but for him to be able to play left guard, center, and right guard, but extremely center and be able to call calls and do everything and that's very valuable. That's it's a hidden gem. And for a guy to be able to do that and sit on the sideline or stand on the sideline and come in when his number is called and then go in without a hiccup, that's a bonus. And Alec is just one of those guys that's a bonus, but Alec's a starter, and the realm of life, he has what it takes, and I appreciate him, and we love him.
Yeah, Keon Coleman is a player who we talk about a lot. He's got big expectations, early pick, all of these things. Where have you seen the growth in a player like that from year 1 to year 2?
I'm going to tell you the truth. It's night and day. It is night and day. It is night and day. Or a sunny day and a storm, if you want to put it in any way. Keon is not the same player from last year, so the league better get ready. He is not the same guy. And as a teammate, I am so glad that he picked it up so early, because he is not the same player. And I'm just glad that Josh has him, as well as the Buffalo Bills, because Keon has showed up in every bit of where we needed him to show up at. From training camp to being on time to checking in to dinner to checking in to lunch to being available. He's been a fully changed Keon, and I'm happy to be his teammate and for him to just keep learning, because he is going to be special, and he already is. But this is Keon's time, and you'll see it.
Team, I know you can't replicate what happened last year. You're starting a new slate. You had a really good offense last year, and he was unavailable for several weeks because of the injury.
Are you a Bills fan?
No.
You like the Bills?
No.
Okay.
I cover you guys.
Okay, so what's your favorite sports team? In general, what's your favorite sports team?
Boston Red Sox.
That's the baseball team?
Yes.
Who's their best player?
As you're in a Yankees hat,
So who's their best player?
of right now is Trevor Story.
So imagine if Trevor Story last year was his rookie year, and this year one of his teammates is saying that I can't wait to see. You said Trevor? We can't wait to see Trevor play. How would you feel? That's how I feel.
Joey Bosa's getting ready for year number 10. He's got gone up against now a couple of months. Year 10 as a vet, has he still got some juice in there?
Yeah. What the heck? Oh my gosh. I don't be knowing what like the world, because like the world will like shame somebody or be like, oh, he lost it or this or that, and blah 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 blah. Guys are getting better over time. I don't care what nobody says. People will try to say that the older you get, he's starting to fall. We're getting better as we get older, okay? Trent Williams is the example of it. He's the pinnacle of it, right? And everybody else falls underneath that. Joey is Joey. And Joey is another guy that I can't wait till he just continues to turn heads and be like, wow, Joey is Joey. Joey is Joey. And with a guy like that, but the only thing about having like a year 10, year 9, year 8, whatever it is, you just got to take care of your guys throughout practice, throughout the season, throughout days. Give them rest, because rest is recovery, and older guys might need a little rest, but when it's time to go, they go. And I practice against Joey, and Joey shows up. And, you know, knock on wood, like I do a great job of protecting the quarterback. And Joey definitely, Joey just got passed, you know, and I definitely have my eye raised when I line up against him. And as an offensive lineman, for somebody to have that fear factor is a beautiful thing, and we have it.
Who are some underrated guys on this team that you have your eye on right now?
Say it again.
Who are some underrated guys on this team that you have your eye on right now?
Underrated? Underrated. Shoot, the whole Buffalo Bills team is underrated. Tell you the truth. I mean, except for Josh. Josh is the MVP. But I think the whole team is underrated. Truly. I think the whole team is underrated. We have a great team.
What do for you guys mentality-wise?
Underdog. You know, like we are like stuck in the underdog ways, but I love it, you know. Count us out, as they always do, or count us in. We're going to show up because that's what we're paid to do, and we love playing here. But, yeah, I would say that we're all a bunch of underdogs. Like, we don't have a bunch of first-round picks or guys that, you know, I don't even know. Like, guys that are, winning national championships every year. Like, we don't have that. We have a bunch of guys. That's what and McDermott likes. He likes guys like second, third, fourth, fifth rounders that become the guys. And I think that that's what we have here. Even first round. I'm not trying to make the first round seem not it, but like you understand. Hopefully.
Where do you feel you're underrated?
What is your name? I've never met you.
I'm Kurt Marcel, WGR. I'm Paul Hamilton.
Paul?
Paul Hamilton.
Pleasure to meet you, Paul.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Ask the question again.
Where you were talking about everybody's underrated, so I figure, well, you know yourself better than anybody else. Where do you feel you're underrated?
I think that's a good question. I think I think we're all underrated, right? Respectfully, right? I think that we're a bunch of good football players, and where we're at playing football might have a little bit to it. Like, we don't play in LA, we don't play in New York, we don't play in some of these big cities that you might get that, but you know, we're loved here. So I'm cool with that. I'm a live here for the rest of my life. If we're talking about me, like, I think that I've been doing a good job of putting light on linemen, and if that was my calling to play ball, you know, I'm doing it, and I'm happy with it. You know, as long as I have a quarterback that's upright and is clean at the end of a game, I'm cool. And I'm gonna keep just putting like one foot in front of another with the chip on my shoulder, and you know, play ball, because the mindset is I want to be a starter every year, right? I fight for a job every year, and I have that mindset. You know, like a lot of guys might think that I come in and just like be like, oh, I fight for it. Every year that we draft new guys, every year, but that there's new guys in the room, I know that my clock is ticking. And I play football as if my job is on the line. So that's where I see, you know, the underrated and overrated stuff, you know. I'm underrated. We're all underrated, you know.
Going back to that communication element of the offensive line coming back, you kind of much how that affects the line, but how does that affect the offense as a whole?
How does the offensive line coming back affect the offense as a whole?
Communication element that you kind of touched on, just you guys all need.
Yeah, it just puts us all on the right beat. Like, we know exactly who we are when we touch a football field. We know where we could lean to. We know who we could leave one-on-one. We know who we can't, and it just gives the coaches a comfortability of calling calls, right? Like, they know exactly who Dion is. They know exactly who Saibo is, and Connor and Dave and Alec and Spencer. Like, they know exactly who the guys are, even Vandy. So, like, I think realistically it helps the coaches that are calling the calls be comfortable with calling a call. Like, the coach is not going to go in there and let, like a third stringer try to do the exact same thing that I'm doing when I'm naturally just good and gifted at it. Like, he knows, all right, cool. Like, maybe like we might need a little chip here to help this guy, and then it all helps with the communication of gameplay. But that's all a part of ball, learning who your guys are and learning what to call and when to call it. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, girls.